Chapter 6. For some reason, Liam felt his heart break a little when he heard Aaron flirting with someone over the phone. He knew the marriage was just a deal, but he couldn't help but feel jealous and disrespected whenever another man was close to Aaron. And she acted with no care for his emotions when it came to that.
Aww.
I miss you too, babe, don't worry, I'm on my way to your house right now. Aaron said over the phone. She glanced over at Liam and continued, don't worry, I'll be there. She paused her sentence again, stole another glance at Liam and continued, I first have to drop a nobody off.
Yeah.
I'm also coning to meet your parents, inform them for me, okay, beautiful.
Bye.
I love you. She said, and disconnected the call. Clearing her throat, she stole another glance at Liam before focusing her eyes on the road. It was obvious that she was trying to hurt his heart. Because she hated him. Liam felt disrespected so much, he had to confront her. So, that was what? Your boyfriend? Liam asked bluntly. Feeling disrespected and hurt by her actions. Erin didn't reply, she just focused her eyes on the road. She didn't owe this useless husband an explanation. Their marriage was a contract. How could you be so shameless? Liam continued. He always thought she had dignity, but now he was proved wrong. A scoff escaped Erin's mouth. She couldn't believe this idiot had the guts to ask her such a question. He didn't have a say in her personal life. And what business do you have with my personal life? Know your place, trash, you're just my husband by name. And you're not worthy of me. What? Now you think you're on my level. You should be thankful that a loser like you is married to someone like me. You should be more thankful that I let you live in my house. You should be thankful that you're not out on the streets starving to death. Erin sneered. She accelerated the Porsche to drive at top speed. The sooner they got where they were going, the better. She couldn't stand being in the same car with this loser any longer. Liam kept quiet, realizing she was right about one thing, the marriage was just a deal. And he had no right to be jealous, so she could do whatever she wanted and so could he. After that, the ride was a quiet one. Erin didn't talk to Liam nor did he talk to her. She never really talked to him in the first place. And Liam was afraid of getting insulted by her again, so he didn't try to talk to her. After minutes of driving, the Porsche stopped at a tall and exquisite building with many floors. Go inside and meet Mr. Otis, he'll give you a job, I've already spoken with him, Erin instructed without looking at him, her arms on the steering wheel. Liam flashed a smile and stepped out of the Porsche, closing the door behind him. He looked at her and flashed a gentle smile as he said, thanks. He felt like he had to thank her. Even though he hated her right now, he felt like she deserved a thank you for helping him to get a job. In fact, he was going to use that same job to divorce her. However, she didn't reply or look at him, she just started the car and drove off. Sighing exasperatedly, Liam turned and walked towards the entrance. A bulky man was standing at the entrance. His physique reminded Liam of that monster Xavier. And it was not a pretty feeling for Liam, but he still proceeded towards the entrance. When the security guard saw the man dressed in torn-up clothes walking towards the entrance, he had a disgusted look on his face. Where do you think you're going? The guard asked, maintaining his curt expression. Hesitantly, Liam looked at the man, replied politely. I'm here to meet Mr. Otis. The man raised an eyebrow. Do you have an appointment? He asked with the same curt face. Liam was hesitant to reply. Erin told him to meet Mr. Otis, but he had no idea who Mr. Otis was. No, I don't, sir. Liam replied. Mr. Otis doesn't talk to beggars, kid. The man spoke and waved him off. Liam was aware he looked like a beggar in his clothes. But he was helpless, he didn't have the money to buy decent clothes, because he never got the chance to work and buy something for himself. Sir, can you call Mr. Otis? Liam asked humbly, knowing that getting a job is his only option. If he doesn't get a job and earn money, he'll never pay Erin back, and if he can't pay her back, she's never going to sign the divorce papers. But instead of answering him, the man took out his baton. Having taken many beatings from people in the Lopez mansion, Liam was afraid to see the baton, so he took a few steps back. Seeing the fear in the young man's eyes, the guard grinned sinisterly. The world was a cold place for people like Liam. If one didn't have money, it was like he didn't exist, he didn't matter in the world. Sometimes Liam just wanted to end it all. But he knew his adopted parents wouldn't approve of it if he just gave up. So he was going to fight no matter what. Liam was lost in thought when a few men approached him. Some were carrying baseball bats and some had knuckle dusters. Turning to look in the direction where the men were coming from, a shiver ran through Liam's spine, seeing the men approaching him. The security guard stepped away from Liam, knowing that this young beggar was in big trouble. "Hey, you, what do you want?" Liam replied with a puzzled look, wondering what the men wanted from him. He was shaking in his boots. He could see that the men were up to no good. They just didn't look friendly to him. "What do you want?" Liam asked again, trying to sound tough. "Your Aunt Carol sent us." The other gang members surrounded Liam, giving him no place to run. "Why? What does she want?" Liam stuttered. His Aunt Carol was an evil woman, so Liam could guess what she sent the men for. His adopted aunt's family and the Lopez family were very close. So Liam was sure that Aaron had a hand on what was going on. "She sent me to give you a beating, asshole," the man said sarcastically, as he raised the baseball bat and hit him on the head with it. Liam staggered back to the ground. People gathered to watch what was happening. But none of them dared to help. It was this moment that Liam received the worst beating of his life. He could have sworn that he had broken bones. After the men were satisfied with beating him up, they left. And it was only after the men left that a middle-aged man and his wife ran to Liam's aid, but some people just scoffed and walked away. They couldn't care less what happened to a beggar. It was like having no money was a crime to them. "Are you all right?" the man asked Liam, but he was unconscious so he couldn't answer the old man's question. With a worried look, the man tilted his head, looking at his wife as he said, "Call." The man couldn't finish his sentence as he froze at the sight of more than a dozen Rolls-Royces drove towards them. The Rolls-Royce stopped near them. And a dozen men dressed in black suits stepped out of the Rolls-Royces. After they all stepped out, a lady in her mid-20s stepped out of the car. "We'll take care of young Master Danvers, sir," she said to the old man. "Who are you?" the old man asked with a perplexed look. However, the lady didn't reply. She gestured to the bodyguards to pick Liam up and put him in a car. 2 days later. At Danvers were the richest family in the country, with a net worth of trillions. Their business empire had existed since medieval time. Inside the Danvers manor, in a warm, beautiful room, a man and a woman stared at Liam with pitiful eyes as he laid on the bed. It had been 2 days and the young man hadn't woken up, and it was worrying them greatly. Them lady turned to her husband with tears eyes. "I can't lose him yet, I just got him back. I can't lose my only son," the woman said in tears as she gripped on her husband's shirt and buried her face on his chest for comfort. The man comfortingly ran his hands on her hair, gently caressing her. "Don't worry, he'll be all right. I'm 100% sure," the man confidently said, as he comforted his wife. Liam was the couple's long-lost son. They had been looking for him for years. And now they had found him after searching for 2 years. But now they were worried they might lose him again. At the same moment, the sound of the door opening had them both turn to look at who entered the room. It was a young nurse. "How long will it be until he wakes up, nurse?" the man asked, with a worried look. The nurse looked at the man, smiling faintly as she replied, "In a week or 2, or a month." The nurse trailed off her sentence, as she heard Liam groan. "He's awake," the nurse said in a cheerful voice.